You are listening to the LA Artist Aftershow, where we chat with the artist about anything and everything, most of which we probably forgot to mention during the podcast. So all of this is bonus content just for you. But speaking of stores and CBD, welcome to the After Show. Hello and welcome again. Thank you for joining us. This is the Largest Podcast, Season 2, the After Show, where we talk about everything and anything, most of the stuff that we just either forgot to mention on the main podcast, or we'll just go on a random tangent, like how can we fix our hands? And CBD oil does actually help, reduce carpal tunnel and stuff like that, because I know I have it. My brother has it, mainly because he's had surgery on his hands. But
don't want to do a whole podcast about marijuana in general, but like anything, marijuana, whether it's CBD or THC, when used the right way and the right amounts and stuff like that, can be helpful instead of harmful. It's just usually the problem with whether it's marijuana or Oxycontin or cocaine or whatever it is out there that people that just want to take and
it's
run with it.
Like everything, you have to know what you're doing.
What's the phrase? All in moderation.
Yeah. All in moderation.
All good things in moderation.
Yeah. That even includes like alcohol and stuff like that. Because I know for me, like alcohol is my drug of choice.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy a good scotch. Just to enjoy the flavors. It warms me up, it mellows me out, and stuff like that.
Well, and literally the point is that anything can be toxic to you, because in the right amount, water can kill you. It's called drowning.
There's also like if you eat too many carrots, it also affects something in your blood.
Makes you turn orange.
I mean,
we all know what happens then. Then you become a terrible president. Don't eat the carrots, kids.
All in moderation.
Avoid those carrots.
It's like when they say they're good for your eyeballs, they're like, are you sure? Are you sure?
I can see for miles.
But I will say eat as many onions as you want, because onions are amazing.
Onions never hurt nobody.
Garlic. Garlic will keep away the vampires.
Yeah, onions and garlic is a good base for any food.
Dude, I could go for some onion rings right now.
I grew up not liking onions or garlic, and now it's like, since I started cooking for myself, one of my favorite smells on earth is the smell of onions, garlic, and peppers sautéing.
Yeah.
Like, when I smell that, I know something good is coming.
That's nice.
Yeah. And it's crazy how that is like the base for a lot of food.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's called the Trinity in some regards because of that.
Well, I think the Trinity is onions, garlic, and celery.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, those three are the basis for a lot of
like Cajun food and
Italian foods.
Like
they have that
jambalaya. Jambalaya. When you really make jambalaya, you put in celery.
Yeah. I think for a lot of Italian foods and French foods, French cuisine.
Mm-hmm. It adds a little snap to it. It's interesting. Again, when I was a kid, I wouldn't ever thought I would like something like that.
Yeah.
It took forever for me to get my palate to where I could allow new textures and tastes to come across. And I'm still picky as I can be.
Yeah.
But I'm much better when I cook anything myself. I'm much more likely to eat it if I cook it than if I just experience it in a restaurant or someone else cooking it.
Yeah. Well, I guess that also entails the aspect of you're putting your hard work into it. Mm-hmm. So, like, you can enjoy, like, unless you burn it,
right?
But you can enjoy that aspect of, like, I made this.
Right. There is something very satisfying about cooking for me. I like it. It's meditative. I don't do it as much as I should, but I definitely I do. I feel like I enjoy the food more, and I feel it definitely is a better value.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same. I enjoy when other people cook. Yeah, it's very cathartic for me. It's like
is it done yet, man?
I guess that's why we work very well together as brothers, because I do the cooking and he does the cleaning. I
do the eating.
Like one of those men.
He does the eating.
I sometimes do the
cleaning.
I do
the cooking and he does the eating.
Because I do enjoy food. Like it. Well, cooking is definitely a great art form that I definitely want to get better at. and I feel like everyone should know how to cook something.
Oh, for sure. Robert Rodriguez said, "Guys, if you can't cook, you can't F."
No, I really like the commercials for the older commercials for Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah,
where the guys are just like staring at the
meat aisle.
at the meat aisle and just poking things around or whatever. It's like, without us, some guys would starve.
Yeah.
They were always so funny. Or when the guy was trying to make a guacamole because Carl's Jr. was doing their guacamole burger or something. And then the guy just chopped the avocado in half and put it on the blender. It just bounced around. He wouldn't even peel it or anything. It just bounced around. It's like, without us, some guys would starve.
or what was the other one where the guy was trying to make scrambled eggs or something, and he just like breaks the egg on the pan, and then just half of the shell and half of the egg goes into the pan, and everything else goes outside the pan. And like, without us, some guys will starve. And like it's unfortunate, but I'm like that.
It's like we know people like that. It's like, I'm one of those.
I was watching Parks and Rec the other night, and they have that that restaurant on there or whatever. Put it in your mouth hole.
Well, wasn't it? Who was it?
It's not JJ's Diner on there because that one's the good one. But there's that fast food restaurant that's coming in on there, and I forget what it was called. But yeah, their motto is
put it in your mouth hole.
Put it in your mouth hole.
I can't remember if it was SNL or it could have been like Sunny.
Cheeseburger.
No, the pre-chewed food.
That's a wonderful idea. I don't know where.
I don't remember, but I know pre-chewed food.
Yeah, what was it? SNL where essentially they were selling pre-chewed food, so all I have to do is just swallow it.
I think that's a fantastic idea. I thought that as a 6-year-old.
Like it's essentially like a can of steak and shrimp with with all the trimmings and everything.
Like you're the person that makes that. What's your job? I'm essentially a mother bird. I eat food and vomit it into a jar.
I pre-chew everything.
Yeah, and we're selling it as pre-chewed food for the people who don't have time to do anything, including chewing.
If I drink too much, there'll be pre-chewed food everywhere. On the cooking thing, let's get away from that ugly pre-chewed food vision I just gave you.
I want a grilled cheese now.
Some got any lasagna?
Lasagna.
But with cooking, it's one of the things I love is like, so when I was a kid, I was really fat. Not really fat, but fat. And so I'm not exactly skinny now, but I was fatter as a kid. And so one of the things that I learned was like that when candy and stuff became available to me and soda and no parents to check me, it was just like, and all of a sudden, whoa. So I was like, a couple of years ago, I realized like I love things like confectionery, like and brownies and stuff like that, cakes and pastries and junk.
Yeah.
But cookies. But for me, it's like I feel like it's too easy to just go buy Chips Ahoy's or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have to work for it. Like we were built as animals. We're supposed to be out in the wild hunting our food to a certain degree and stuff, and going through some effort. And so I feel like we don't do that at all.
Yeah, you can't really hunt for cookies.
No, that's exactly it. And I'm saying we don't do any of that though. We don't do any kind of effort at all for our food. And so if you're gonna have something that is really a luxury, like a cookie, a dessert. This is me, and I'm not saying this is for you guys or anybody else out in the whole world. This is Bobby's rule for Bobby.
Yeah,
is if Bobby wants to have something like a cookie or something, then he cannot just go get it where it's easy. He has to make it, and then
Bobby
he has to give away like 80% of it, and then that's what you have. Those are the hoops you got to jump through in order to have it. It really makes you decide: do you want it? But also, you get something higher quality and that you love because you did it.
Yeah. Okay, Bobby. Question.
Yeah.
Chewy cookie or crunchy cookie?
Both. But I've been on a kick with crunchy cookies for the past couple years. Yeah. So I basically jack up the temperature like 5 degrees, like from the old recipe, and that gives it a little more of a crunch. They're nice and soft when they first come out, but after like a day or so, they're really good and crunchy. But they dissolve really quickly in your mouth because of all the sugar and butter. Yeah. So it's amazing experience.
Yeah. I could go for that.
Yeah, I would say.
So I believe you on the cooking part because I have no idea.
I will say one thing. I don't know if you've ever tried it because I did offer it a lot. Spicy cookie. Like because I don't know if you remember me telling you like slicing up some jalapenos again after the cookie is done, like bite the cookie and then like bite a jalapeno or a serrano after it.
I can see the marriage of that flavor,
like sweet and spicy.
And sweet. Yeah.
David, didn't you guys make a
did we
pepper? Like a spicy cookie with some
I think we did
pepper powder or whatever.
I think we made a spicy cookie using crushed pepper.
Yeah,
there is a couple like this. Like I watch Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that. I'm trying to think it was on there or one of those shows that with Gordon Ramsay, and there was something like a cookie or a cake or something, and that it had like a bite.
I mean, I did like the spicy cookie, the crushed red pepper cookie. Because it was a pepper powder, and it was nice, but I still prefer the non-spicy cookie, and I'm a chewy cookie guy.
No, that for sure, because again, it's not like you're gonna eat a dozen of spicy cookies.
Oh no, like half a dozen is it's like nice with some milk.
Yeah, and even at that, like the spice has to be, whether it be from crushed like red peppers, like crushed red peppers, or like diced jalapeno or serrano. It can't be anything that's vinegar based.
Right.
Like you can't put like Tabasco sauce or tapatio on it because again the vinegar adds
overwhelms
a whole other element to it. But yeah, like I definitely, I'm not a sweet person.
Yeah, I've heard that. But a lot of people say that about David.
I'm not a sweet person. And that has nothing to do with food.
Just in general, disposition.
Hence why I produce shows, because I can be not sweet.
Stop talking. It's my turn.
I know, right? It's like, I'll lower your volume. But
why do you think I'm sitting over here?
Right.
Yeah, we'll put him on the
My brother is not a sweet person.
I'm not a sweet person.
New T-shirt.
Ooh! Speaking of marketing, we could do that.
Hashtag T and Bobby Smith. Hurry up, quick! Trademark.
But yeah, like having that sweet and spicy. I've done that a couple times with I always enjoy having like a fresh jalapeno, and like if I eat a cake or a cookie and then just biting onto the jalapeno, it gives it a little bit of freshness and spiciness to that sweetness. And it cuts down on the sweetness aspect of it, because I'm not a sweet person.
When I was a kid, this lady at church for our youth group or whatever one time brought in something that was like she said that I guess it was like a Haitian or Dominican kind of like way of doing it, but peanut butter had like Tabasco sauce in it.
Ooh,
and I got hooked on that for a while.
I can see that.
I was literally hooked on that for a while. But I prefer spicy and salty to go together. So like for me, like pork rinds, like chicharrones, with Frank's Red Hot sauce. That's been like a lifetime obsession with me. Sometimes I got to put it away.
Well, spicy pork rinds are so good.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a thing in Mexico. Like obviously they have Valentina or Tapatio, but again, it's still like that vinegar based.
Yeah.
With the fattiness and crunchiness of the savory.
My mouth will literally water thinking about it.
Have you had the Mexican like cueritos, which is like a pork rind, but it's like a sheet, like a paper size sheet of pork rinds, and then they've got like a whole bunch of like toppings on top of it as well. Oh, dude! That is good.
What could be better than animal fat? Fried in animal fat. I mean,
it's so good. It's so good.
Sorry to all the vegans, but animal fat is
please,
actually...
we should have had a trigger warning. Change your...
sorry.
Advance forward 30 seconds right now.
We apologize. But
I don't, but David does. I'm less of a sweet person than he is.
It's just a courtesy, because again, it's like, it is one of those things where like I don't
attack vegans for what they eat, man. I like on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Frank Reynolds says, it's something like, maybe it's a shoe. Maybe that is what you people eat. I don't know.
We truly don't.
I mean, it's all about respect, though. Like, I mean, if they want us to respect that they're vegan, they should respect that we're carnivores.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I even get the idea. It's weird that we just took off down that road, and I took us down it. But because I do admire the idea of respecting life and that whatever blah blah blah, you know. But not blah blah blah. I respect that idea, but I think that so many, especially out here in California, especially in LA, so many and so much of that aspect of it is posing.
Yeah.
It's performative. It's theatrical. You know, look at me. I am a vegan. You know? I condemn thee. You know, and
you can find Robert Christopher Smith.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna tell a story. Here's the story. Okay?
The OnlyFans.
Yeah, you have to subscribe first.
You're making me lose my subscribers for my OnlyFans. Here I am. But no, I was on set one time and we were at lunch, and I was doing good, man. I had some girls listening to me, and I was telling a real story about when I got my face kicked in from protecting these other young girls or whatever, and I got my face kicked in. And all of a sudden, this younger guy decides that he doesn't like me holding the floor or whatever and telling my story, and he's like, "But I bet you eat meat, don't you?"
That has nothing to do with the story that you're telling. Yeah.
It's like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's America.
But then, I mean, that derailed it. Because, I mean, then when I said, yeah, man, I mean, then he was on me quick. You know? And he was like, I said, so I was like, so what if me and you were on an island and, like, there were some animals or whatever, but there was, like, not any really good flora, no good, like, plant life for us to eat.
No good soil.
He goes, I'd probably eat you, bro. And I went, you'd love it. I said, I've spent a whole lifetime eating meat. I said, I probably taste like bacon.
It's the good fats.
It's some good fats.
Yeah, but I was like, so I'm glad to hear you admit it. But he thought he was like getting something over on me. But I was like, you would love it.
Yeah.
You know, I've spent my whole life basting myself waiting for someone, you know. Look at this. Yeah, this is talking about pork rinds, that right there. You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah, and again, it's all about respect, because obviously he was doing it disrespectfully.
Yeah, he was performing
to try to gain something.
Yeah.
So he can get the girls or whatever.
Yeah.
And
really, that's your go-to.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan, girls. Hey, I'm a vegan. Want to go out? No.
I mean, have you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah,
vegans have special powers.
Yeah. That movie was pretty funny. But yeah, no. And again,
is chicken not vegan?
Yeah, that was a fun part, funny part of it. But yeah, you know, everything with respect. You know,
no, I'm a vegan. This is a pork chop. What?
I only eat vegan.
Yeah,
I only eat vegan food.
Yeah,
vegan meat.
Why do you get a name and we don't? Can it be a meetin?
Just being a carnivore.
Meat it.
Okay, there's the word. Okay, sorry, I'm supposed to be smart.
I
couldn't think of the word carnivore.
The word is meatitarian.
Meatitarian, yeah. Oh, and now I've ruined another podcast.
It doesn't really matter.
You're gonna get a tag. You're like David Ruano has been canceled. Well, not I have, but via his podcast. And
again, we're all doing it lightheartedly. And again,
I love vegans. They're delicious.
It's true.
Damn, stop it. Just stop it. Stop with the jokes. They don't like jokes.
I mean,
like, they're doing it again.
We did a shoot here at our place, and
well, I made some really good vegan food.
Yeah, so
literally just for Mexican food. Just
what was it? The shoot was a 4-day shoot, right?
It was a 4-day shoot,
and three of those days, the director, you know, because some of the actors were vegan, or some of the main cast was vegan, so he bought a bunch of vegan food. It was pretty expensive.
Yeah. We know.
And then we had the last day of shoot was here.
Yeah, which was like a half day.
Yeah, and David was like, instead of, because he was looking for like any vegan places, and there is like a vegan place here in Gardena. But David was like, dude, let me just cook something. He like, we're gonna do it at our house, so let me just cook some vegan food for everybody. and it was delicious because it was tacos, but it had like a black bean spread, and then it was sautéed vegetables, sautéed
portobello mushrooms,
sautéed bell peppers, different colored bell peppers. Yeah.
You remember I made those wraps for the girls in Vintage Turns? They love that.
Yeah, and it was so good. Like
with a habanero salsa.
Oh man, that salsa was so delicious. My only gripe, if that's a word, is when
vegetarians eat the pepperoni pizza.
No, when vegans try to say that the food resembles non-vegan food.
Right.
It's like this is this is vegan
steak,
carne asada, or this is vegan
no, it's not.
Vegan al pastor. It's like don't call it
chickpeas,
a meat if it's not a meat. Just say this is mushroom based whatever, or this is this
chickpeas.
This plant based whatever. Just call it that. Don't call it a meat if you don't want to eat meat, or if you don't want people to eat meat.
Yeah. Why conform to that aspect of it?
Why pretend you're eating meat if you're saying
you're still
eat
normalizing
meat.
this thing that you don't like?
Because that is one thing, going on that tangent, the aspect of like a vegan burger. Like I love portobello mushrooms. I would love to have I've even made them. Portobello burgers.
Oh, they're so good.
So delicious.
Yeah.
And I know that they are portobello burgers.
Yeah.
Don't call it a vegan meat substitute.
Yeah.
Like, no, call it portobello. Yeah. Just call it what it is, and not try to make it be something it's not.
It seems like there's all kinds of people with like the different meatless burgers or whatever, but actually I thought they were pretty good. I still prefer though at the end of the day, if I'm just going to do it by choice, I'm going to fix a meaty cow hamburger.
Yeah.
If it's by choice about what I want to eat.
Yeah, because again,
I do like
the Impossible meat. It's good.
Yeah,
but like, don't say like, oh yes, this is a beef substitute. Like, if you want to eat beef,
and whether you're a beef eater or not, don't try to tell me what I like better.
Yeah.
This is better. This is better. What?
It's like
you like it better.
Yeah.
Quit telling me it's better.
Yeah, and again, it goes back down to respect.
Right. Yeah.
Don't try to push what you like or what your opinion is.
It's like my favorite. One of my favorite desserts is cheesecake. I really like cheesecake. I tell David, dude, we should get some cheesecake. This is really good. But David's like, I don't like cheesecake. I like tres leches. Because that's his preferred thing. So it's like, I'm not going to push my cheesecake dessert on David, and David's not going to push his tres leches dessert on me. It's like, we have different tastes.
Yeah. Like, cool.
I have the ability to actually buy and consume that which I prefer.
Yeah, pretty much. And again, and everything.
But I really, my heart every time I watch you put a spike. You're like, who just ate another bite of that one?
But I really do like tres leches though.
Tres leches are really good. But yeah, and again, everything with respect,
Yeah.
Like, we're all individuals. We're all humans. We are all technically adults. So we should
going back to movies and movie sets, I was joking about this just a while ago, but this really has happened, not just once, but on many occasions, where I will meet people who, it's not vegans, but they'll say all day that they're vegetarian. This happened to us, man, on at some point during Vengeance Turns. I don't have to think about it, who it was. Professing that they're a vegetarian all the time, and then a certain meat thing pops up that they like. Usually it's pepperoni pizza, and they are on that like a vulture on roadkill, man.
I mean, it's hard to say no to pepperoni.
Right, but you'll hear these people all day long. It's like health this and health that, and I can't believe you eat meat. And then it's like pepperoni pizza shows up, and like, and you're like, you're going in there, you're like thinking you're gonna be able to get some of that, and there's nothing left. But there's 2.5 vegetarian pizzas sitting there getting cold.
Yeah.
While these vegetarians are walking around munching on pepperoni, you're like,
cured meats, man. Cured meats.
What are you doing?
Meat. What are you doing? Yeah. Meat and salt.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that pepperoni.
Yeah, and speaking of pepperoni, let's do a quick little game. This is a new game. I don't think
it's called pepperoni.
You've probably if you listen to any of the podcasts, you probably heard it. It's called Wrong Answers Only.
Okay. All right.
Do you remember this one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. All right. So this is, you have to give, again, it's similar to the Quick and A, but you have to give the wrong answers only. Okay. Only wrong answers as fast as you can.
And if we think you're lying, you're going to hear a
We're going to smack you in the face.
Yeah, we're going to smack you in the face with vegan tofu.
with the vegan taco.
Tell a lie.
Vegan tofu.
Why are you telling the truth?
It's tofu that's not actually tofu.
Vegan taco.
Vegan tofu.
Take another bite of that vegan taco.
All right, ready? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What's your name?
Alan.
When did you start creating films?
240 years ago.
What's your favorite color?
There is no such thing as color.
Technically, what's your favorite color?
14.
Better. Red and yellow make what?
Soda.
What inspires you to write?
Ham.
Where do colors come from?
Underneath my bed when I haven't swept.
You gotta do them faster, dude. Why are you an artist?
The lights.
Who is Da Vinci?
My mom.
What sound does a dog make?
Meow, meow, meow.
Who's your favorite director?
Meow, meow, meow.
Why are you the way you are?
Because of the dirt underneath my bed when I don't sweep.
That's a second choice. I'm gonna cancel that one. That was
No recycling, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
One time is
no
funny.
Callbacks. Oh,
One
no
time,
callbacks.
Yeah, you can't recycle
no
the same
callbacks.
answer.
Let's do a callback.
One callback is fine. Two callbacks.
It's
lazy.
Yeah.
And they smacked me. They just hit me for that, man.
You'll be able to see it on YouTube.com/.
That's abusive, man. You can't be abusing me, man. Why?
Technically, we can because we're meat eaters. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, dude, like you used meow for 2 questions, and then you used the dirt under your bed for 2 questions. Like, come on.
But that,
Come on.
Where's your creative writing, bro?
Yeah, where's your creative writing?
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
Call back.
See,
boom, crack.
you gotta skip the you gotta skip one.
You throw as many out there as you can. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. You just do the best you can, guys.
Yeah, I do want to add more to these questions because again, it's always fun to see people's reactions to questions. Like I think with who was it? I think with a couple people. We asked them like, "What's their favorite color?" And they were like, "Oh, it's this color." And then they were like, "Oh wait, no, because that's like the actual color that they like."
Well, like, the thing with the dirt under my bed, I had to bring that one back because the first time you told me that didn't count because I was saying it too slow. And so that's the reason that one came back. I was like, I got to do the slow thing again.
It's gotta be quick. Yeah. It's quick wrong answers only.
I'm not the quickest wit.
Yeah, that's why I always say like these questions are hard because you're trying to do wrong questions, so you have to think, and then it's like, all right, what's funny?
Right. Yeah. Well, it's like we talk about this a lot. Doing like improv and stuff. Mm-hmm. People think like it's easy. It's not.
Oh, it's not easy.
Not easy. Thinking on the moment. Doing any presentation, even if you got note cards in front of you, all of a sudden you just kind of go blank.
Yeah.
The average person, man.
Yeah, because it's definitely like the yes and aspect of it. It freezes a lot of people up because they're not willing to actually go through with the yes and stuff like that. But yeah, no. But again, thank you for being part of the after show.
No. Thank you. Thank you all the way to the kitchen. What? No, thank you. Thank you and your whole family.
Now what?
It's a strange fight. It's a very strange fight going on over there. Mm-hmm. The gratitude slapping is
you know how
it's palpable. Exactly. I felt it on my cheek.
There's some YouTubers that they did the whole like your mama jokes type of thing, but they flipped it over. It's like instead of insulting their mom, they're like praising their mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Your mom.
Like your mom is so honest.
Your mom probably works for
your
JPL.
mom is so lovely.
That was
Red and Link. Yeah.
Red and Link.
Yeah,
Oh,
Red
dude.
and Link. Yeah,
They are hilarious.
your mama battles, but it's
Your mom's delightful and never emits any strange smells.
yeah, stuff like that.
It's like your mama gives some of the best hugs you could ever wish for.
Your mama always wears the appropriate amount of makeup. What?
It's true. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
What are you saying, man? I don't understand, man.
Because they did the Yo Mama jokes, and then they also did the Yo Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the same premise is the best of the best, but
your daddy's got a job. What?
he takes care of all the bills.
What? Your daddy supports you, and he's very loving. What? What are you saying, man?
Your daddy's so nice that he supports you even when you do say you want to be an artist.
Your daddy's very creative. I can see where you get your skills from. Huh?
Well, I do remember that one. Like I think it was like, your mama's so nice. It's like, you gotta say it twice. She's nice.
She's nice.
She's nice. What?
Nice. That's nice. That is.
But
nice.
yeah. But if you can tell by the sirens in the background,
It's time to go.
it's
That's my
time
ride.
to go.
Yeah, that's
You
my
know what
ride.
that sound means.
You know what that means?
It's time. We're out of time.
We're out of time.
We gotta move to a new location.
I'm pretending like I hear the music again.
in living color.
The fade out music.
I know, right? Thank you for listening to the Lardist podcast, the After Show. Again, thank you to Robert Christopher Smith, Ari Studio. I've been your host, Mr. David Rano. And again, the links in the description. Do the doodly doos and the diddly dops and whatnot, and do whatever you want to do. Thank you for supporting the Lardist
And
podcast.
good night.
Yes, those are geese.
Will you get that?
I think so.
A little bit.
Maybe.
That's a fun outro, though.
That's a good outro. Dude.
That's why we all stay silent.
Yeah, totally. It just worked. Yeah, it totally worked.
I'll try to bring it
Even
up.
with the
yeah.
question, like, will you get that?
Yeah, boost it a little bit.
You have been listening to the LA Artist Podcast. Feel free to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss the latest episode. You can see bonus content on our Instagram at Lorano Gallery, as well as our website, loranogallery.com/podcast. Stay creative, keep creating, and no matter what, be passionate about your art.